Guys, if you've been looking for a goalkeeper, your search is finished. We finally got Casillas as an SBC. His cards have been unbelievable this year, and we've got a 95 potential upgrade Greats of the Game card here. Now, if you want this completely free, like myself, you're in the right place, and all you've got to do to say thank you is drop a like down below and subscribe if you're new. If you've got a team like this, you're probably fed up of teams like this or this, and whether you want your favorite cards as a Redfoot Champs card, or maybe you just want some coins to get who you want, so you can finally beat the sweats like me, then head over to skycoach.gg, make sure to pick the amount of coins or rank that you want, use Pro Recall 10 for 10% off at checkout, and enjoy. Now, we always look at the stats with these, a little bit different, no playstyles plus here, but those goalkeeping attributes are looking pretty damn good. His speed is the only thing that really lets him down here. Acceleration and sprint speed, or whatever you want to call it for a keeper, not great. The rest, pretty good. Obviously, he's got all of the goalkeeper playstyles, and realistically, this card is going to be unbelievable. If we compare just quickly to the previous Casillas card, I've had, I think, all of them in the past. If we pop this on to Casillas and just have a look at what we've got there into the concept side of things, you've obviously got this 95. We've had the 92, which was insane, and then of course we had this one here. So bit of a change in terms of skill moves. Don't know why they've not just given him 5-star. They might as well have. Obviously, this card is going to increase based on Spain goals. I think if we go back out here. So if the nation scores 2 goals, he gets an increase of rating by 1. And if they score 4 goals, he won't get a playstyle plus. He will get a 99 stat. Now, if we look at the card, I think realistically, what will happen is he'll go obviously to 96. And then you're probably looking, out of them stats, 99... I reckon positioning, kicking, or maybe speed. I mean, if it was speed, that would be one of the best keepers in the game. I'm going to do it despite having Schmeichel, purely because this card was insane before and it's dirt cheap. Now, if we have a look at it, Born Legend, Rising Star, really simple. We can do them with the daily SBCs. On a loan, obviously worth doing to see how he fares up to your current keeper. Then we've got an 84, an 87, an 86, and an 89. And that's it. This is one of the cheapest SBCs you're going to come across in this promo. I mean, if we have a look at the other two so far, Cafu, I mean the other 5 I think it is now, Cafu pretty damn expensive, Vigo the same, Seedorf not really that cheap considering, and then of course you got the likes of Wayne Rooney, who was also very expensive. So all of these have not been as much of a no-brainer as this bad boy is. All you're going to need to do is get a couple team of the weeks going, so very simple in that sense. You're going to need an 85 times 5, and this is very easily craftable. I would say within about 2 to 3 hours you can literally get this card from nothing within about 2. Of course, what you're going to need for this, as I said, is going to be the SBCs. First of all, you're going to need to craft a team of the week because that is going to be your first stop. Now, you're going to need 85s for this. So obviously, you're going to need to get yourself stocked up on those via the Premium Mixed League method. And for anyone who's sat there thinking, well, what's the Premium Mixed League method? Don't worry. As always, it's linked down below. So I've done a video on that. It's essentially a method where you can get unlimited packs and unlimited coins via the Premium Mixed League, and all you do is complete the SBC once using the daily gold upgrade and then fill out the rest with coins. You then will use the players that you get from that and the coins that you get from that to either repeat the process, or for example, if you get exchangeable players, those will go into an exchange. Then of course you will just repeat that. So essentially by the time you get 3 or 4 sets in, you'll have a surplus of players and of course of coins. Now you can slot these into 82 plus picks, you can put them in the crafting upgrade, you can slot them into, you know, anything, as I say, 85 to 89 will of course go straight into an exchange, and then everything else will just go into Casillas. And because of how you will pick up players using that method just easily for these kind of ratings, it's going to be an easy one to get done. I mean, if we have a look at the ratings of the squads, we've got 189, which is pretty damn basic, and then a load of 87s. I mean, this is genuinely going to be one of the best value icons of the year. Now, obviously, as always, there is a chance that he doesn't get the upgrade, but if we have a look at the fixtures, Spain have played unbelievable so far, and they have Germany on Friday. Now, I'll be honest, I see Spain absolutely folding Germany purely because of how damn good they've been in the tournament. So I think we can all be safe in saying that he's going to at least get 2 goals on the tally there. I don't know if he's necessarily going to get more than that. Obviously, they could get hammered in the next game, but the reality is I think at minimum they beat Germany by at least, you know, I don't know if they'll beat them by 2 goals, but I know for a fact they will at least score 2 goals in that game. So I say fact, as much of a fact as it can possibly be. So it's definitely worth getting this one done. As I say, I've got Schmeichel in the locker. Why would I not do this? It's such a cheap SBC, it's actually not worth the risk of not getting this SBC done, because if he becomes a 96 keeper with 99 of pretty much any reasonable stat, we're laughing. And obviously, realistically, he is going to increase his speed regardless. So even though his speed is low, that's his lowest stat, and actually all the other stats are good. And if you look at his other cards, he fares pretty well against them, and as many of you who will have played him or used him know, unbelievable. I had them out of Thunderstruck, I think out of picks realistically, or maybe an icon pack. I've had him a few times, but that Thunderstruck replaced Team of the Year check for me, which obviously is a big change, because Team of the Year check was one of the best for a while. But around the time, maybe around January, February, I replaced Team of the Year check with that card. So you know that card is an absolute beast. I then packed Van der Sar's, I can't remember what the name of the card is, but the one that had purple on it. That then didn't even replace Casillas for a little while, until he kind of got put behind the curve. So it is realistic that this is going to be one of the best goalkeepers in the game. As I say, you would be silly not to get this one done, because it's just going to be such a good card. And all you've got to do is craft a few Team of the Week player picks, get your 85 times 5s done. It might even be worth crafting the 90 tops upgrade as part of this, because just by doing this SBC right now, you're going to go ahead and get yourself a Team of the Season card, which of course can be used in place of an inform. It really just depends what cards you're going to have to slot in order to do that. I mean, if you look at the cards I've got in my club, I've got a fair few absolute crappers that I definitely don't need. And what you might notice is I've actually not got anything higher than 85 rated in my club right now, because I've put everything into exchange packs for a video that will be coming out in about an hour and a half on player picks. So if you want to see that, of course, make sure to check that out as well. We are doing our best to absolutely cook, but you want to make sure that you cook and get Casillas. I'm of course going to show you guys my 85 times 5. So we've got that completed. We've got a Team of the Season on the way. We'll quickly get the 85 times 5 done as well. So we've got the 85 times 5 done. We've got the Team of the Season SBC done. These are all of course going to be useful for you in completing this process. So let's get those bad boys popped open. We'll do the tots first, because I guess it's a little bit more fun, but I feel like we know this is going to be a stinker. We've got a, okay, yeah, tap sober. Yeah, taps over. Yep, guessed that pretty quickly. Trash. So that's a 91 tots, which is just going to go straight into an SBC. Disappointing at this point of the year. I feel like they should at least just boost the tots packs, because even in my weekend league rewards, I'm just getting stinkers. Hopefully we can now get our 9, just as like an apology. Okay, we do have an icon. It is, okay, that's all black on the front. Still could be R9 on the back. It's Desai. Okay, do you know what? It's not, I'm not disappointed. I don't want to sound ungrateful. I've just had Desai so many times and he's like useless to me right now. However, we take it for, of course, an icon building. That pretty much completes an entire squad for Casillas. Desai has been slotted not into Casillas, because I'm currently in the process of getting Cafu done first. And to be honest, Casillas is literally going to be, like I say, an hour and a half. Maybe it will take me to craft that, so I'm not going to waste that on that. But you see how easy it is to get these cards. They're going to go ahead and complete these SBCs for you. So can we double up? We can't get a second icon, but we absolutely take what we've got so far. Very easily going to complete this SBC, and all you've got to do to say thank you is drop a like down below and subscribe.